Hey, it's Kurt. This is another episode of Blowing It Up and Keeping It Real, another dark side of SAAS. See you, baby. All right, folks. I went public a couple days ago talking about one of the dark sides of SaaS. And I talked about how I had put one of my courses up on Udemy as an instructor. As a course creator, I wanted to try a very popular SaaS program to kind of put one of my products out there. And I went through just how arduous it was. So it took days. So my content was done. I already had a course and I want to kind of let's do this. Let's do some introductions. Let's talk about a little bit of the history of this, because what I'm really hoping for in this live is I'm hoping like an advocate of SaaS can jump into the comments and be like, whoa, stop bashing us, man. Here's a solution, or here's a way, or here's something. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I mean, at first I was like, this is difficult. So I got past the this is difficult stage, and now the course is actually published. Hang on, folks. We have something going. Sorry about that, folks. Had to help somebody find a set of keys. So um, let's talk a little bit about what it was. And again, hopefully someone in the SaaS community jumps into comments and goes, no, hold on. This is how do you do this or whatever. Because it would be great if that was reality. Because I'm always open to be corrected. Always open to be corrected. So I want to put that out there. I don't know everything, and I'm always willing to learn something. So I signed up for the Udemy class. And I think I told you guys when I first started to put my course in that was already done with video, it didn't meet the video resolution standards for Udemy. So I think my videos were edited down to like 680 or something like that, in a format through Creative Cloud with Premiere Pro, and the platform required a 720. And I looked at converting or upgrading, or I looked at different options to try and fix this. But I was like, you know what? By the time I figure this out, because I'm not a video expert, by the time I figure this out, I could just record these sessions. And so I ended up having to spend a day re-recording the sessions and the messaging for the course. So there's like 14 lessons. I get all 14 lessons added to the Udemy platform. And I'm like, thank God I can finally hit publish. And instead I get validate who you are. Like after I did all that work, it was like, well, now you need to validate who you are. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. I've already been in here for days and now I got to do this. And so I went through that process and it said, this will take 3 days to give you an answer. And I thought, I've already been in here for days and now I got to wait 3 more days to get an answer. Meanwhile, my email is pinging with emails from Udemy. Hey, let's help you get started. Hey, you haven't signed in a couple of days. Hey, we'll help you finish your project. My project's done. I'm waiting on you to approve me so I can hit publish. And then when I went to hit publish after that, I had to like confirm a payment plan and confirm. It was just crazy. So I kept thinking to myself, people tell me that they want to use a SaaS platform because it's easier than being a webmaster in their own WordPress environment, because I'm a WordPress expert. And I'm like, no, there's options in WordPress. And what's more is I can sign into a hosting platform in WordPress, launch a WordPress site, put an LMS in it, put a CRM in the back end of it, automate a payment process, and get my content in there faster than I can spool up a Udemy account. And that blew my mind. So that was one thing. And now I want to go into the message of today, another dark side of SaaS. And this has to do directly with my Udemy experience. So again, I'm hoping against all hope that somebody that's a SaaS expert can jump into the comments here and correct me or tell me how this happens or why this happens or how to skirt this issue. I am being stalked on every social platform that I'm a member of. X.com, LinkedIn, Facebook, my email. It is coming in from all channels. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this little, well, that you can't really see that too good, can you? Let's see if we can do a different one. There, that blows it up for you. So maybe you can see this a little bit better. But I'm going to go into, hopefully this will work. I'm in here looking at Precious Mary. Precious Mary says, are you struggling to get your Udemy course the attention it deserves? Do you want to increase your enrollments, expand your student base, and maximize your revenue potential? Look no further. I can help you get thousands of students. And then my auto response, and then hello, instructor. Thanks for messaging us. We'll be responsive as possible. And then right back to the same spammy message that they started with. Dada here, Dada Michael says, hello, sir. Are you available on your Udemy course, Grow Your LinkedIn Without Spamming Your Targets? That's the name of my course, right? So got that one. Crystal jumps in. Hello, I am writing to open a dialogue about a potential business collaboration related to your Udemy course. Our aim is to enhance the course's visibility, attract a wider audience, and encourage positive views. I would be grateful for the chance to arrange a meeting at your earliest convenience. But that's funny. Isn't that what that says right here? So are they just going to keep sending me these same messages? Majaminu loveth. Let's see what they say. Okay. Look at that. They even use the Udemy. Oh my goodness. They even use a course in Udemy to promote themselves. Hello. Let me send you a picture of a girl with barely any clothes on, and let's take a look at the Udemy course. And, I just came across this course. I bet you did, right? Wanted to confirm if you are the coach. Okay. I'm an expert. I didn't answer, but in come the messages. Okay. I'm an expert digital marketing specialist that helps online course owners to scale their business. This is coming through my Meta, through my Facebook account. So they're using the SaaS platform in Udemy to identify me as Kurt at mañananomas.com and then finding out wherever Mañana No Mas is. And like I said, I'm getting this on every platform that I am on. I'm getting it in LinkedIn. I'm getting it in Facebook or Meta. I'm getting it in Twitter or X.com. I haven't signed into my Mañana No Mas TikTok in a couple of days. I wouldn't be surprised if it's there also. Here comes Crystal again. Hello, I am writing to open dialogue. That's funny, Crystal. I thought you were hitting me up top. Let's see what he says. Oh, here we go. Here's another guy. Ayaleya Basma. I hope you're doing well. I'm contacting you to discuss an exciting opportunity for your Udemy course. Let's see what Miss Blessing has to say. She just says, hi there. It's a pleasure to connect with you. I have no idea who this person is. Kindly let me know your opinion. Let's see this one's about Udemy too. Oh, this is a long one. Here we go. Hello there. How are you doing? I hope this message finds you well. Well, thank you very much. My name is Alubayu, and I am reaching out to you on behalf of your Udemy course. I didn't know my Udemy course was trying to reach me. I always on the lookout. Okay. I always on the lookout for passionate and talented instructors to collaborate with on how to double their sales. Your expertise as a Udemy instructor has caught people attention to purchase on their courses. And we believe that your skills can be greatly and benefit people that are upcoming on. Okay. I can't even, folks, if you're going to spam me, make sure I can read it. So this is, again, I'm trying to tell you, this is coming through on every single, how do I put that back? There we go. This is coming through on every single social channel and email that I have. Now on my email, I do have a spam filter, and a lot of these are going to spam, but a lot of them are still getting through. And I have my spam set, at a lower rate because let's just be honest, I run an agency, and a lot of times people will contact Mañana No Mas and they're looking for, an RFQ or an RFI or something that I can bid on. And I want to make sure that I don't lose those opportunities and that they just go to spam. And let's be honest, I go through my spam like once a week anyway, just to make sure I'm not missing anything that would be really important or an opportunity. So I'm kind of auditing these things anyway. But as I look at my experience overall with the Udemy platform, and I know that I'm ruffling some feathers here, but here's the deal. Is it a platform that allows me to put my course out? Yes. Is it another channel for me to gain some exposure? Well, obviously I'm gaining some exposure because I'm getting spammed like crazy. Somebody's finding it, right? So my question is this. What was the benefit of going with Udemy over just putting my course in my WordPress website and launching that WordPress website? Some of you might say, well, Udemy was free. Is Udemy free? See, I'm going to have to do a revenue split with them on anything that I sell. So if this thing picks up speed, they're going to take a cut, right? So at what point would that cut exceed my $10 a month for hosting on a platform I can get through WordPress that's open sourced and free? So with WordPress, I own the content, I own the platform, I own what I put in it. I also own the user data that comes through the platform, right? So it's super inexpensive. I launch it. I can customize it any way that I want. I can add tools and grow any which way I want. And I can brand myself any which way I want. If you remember, I told you when I launched in Udemy the first time, I put up a plain picture of me, right? Because the directions said nothing with writing, nothing with print, nothing, right? Plain picture. So I put up a plain picture. And then I looked at all the other people that had LinkedIn courses on Udemy, and they all had, brands and icons and words and all these things. And I thought, oh, I better update my thumbnail or no one's going to sign up for my course. And so I updated my thumbnail. And that very day, I got an email warning from Udemy telling me that my thumbnail didn't follow the terms and conditions. Folks, when you are marketing yourself, when you are branding yourself, when you are putting your content out there, you want to be on a platform where you can market yourself, brand yourself any which way that you like. I am absolutely blown away. And I got to tell you, I'm just, again, I was hoping against hope that a SaaS expert would jump on these comments. And you know what? If you're a SaaS expert and you see this replay and you're like, hey, I make SaaS, I'm part of the Dan Martell SaaS Academy. But give me your jump in the comments. Even if you watch the replay, jump into the comments, correct me, put me somewhere. Did I miss a checkbox in Udemy that said, prevent spammers from spamming you about collaboration on your project? Like, did I miss something? I want to be really, really clear. I have got, I would say hundreds of messages, but that might be an exaggeration. I've got at least 50 messages, at least 50 spam messages about collaboration or improving the penetration of my Udemy course. You know what I don't have? It's been a week. I don't have a single person signed up in this class. So Udemy as a platform did not promote me as the newest, best instructor in the LinkedIn space that just added a course. They just added me to a list of other professionals that have a course. And let me be clear, that's okay. That is okay. But here's the other thing. I could have launched the course in my own website, which I have done on kurtvanonen.com, and I could have promoted that course with the branding that I use and edified my own personal and corporate branding at a higher level than Udemy allows me to do. So even if I didn't sell the courses on kurtvanonen.com, I would still be improving the perception and the personal branding of myself and my company through that tool, rather than just being one of the many people listed on Udemy that has a course on how to improve your LinkedIn presence. Are you tracking what I'm saying? Again, and I'm throwing the call out here. And if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not in the SaaS, but I know a guy who is, forward the link to somebody so somebody can jump in and correct me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me this doesn't happen like all the time. I'm almost tempted to jump into some other platforms and just see what happens. What is the onslaught of nonsense that would come to me when I don't develop my own platform and take ownership of my own messaging. Again, this is just my experience. I could be crazy. Maybe there's something wrong in my setup. Maybe I missed a tick box somewhere. Maybe I checked a box somewhere in the process that said, please forward my information to marketing professionals to help me market this course. Maybe that happened. But I got a bunch of people where English is not their first language. And I'm getting tons of messages about collaboration and spreading the word about my course on Udemy when I didn't ask for any help on spreading my course on Udemy. And in fact, when I followed Udemy's rules about promoting my course on Udemy, it actually seemed so restrictive that it is very difficult to drive traffic to that particular course and not be awash in the competition in that space. Now, if you have your own niche and you're the only person that does, how to make these types of cookies or something like that, I guess I get it. But I picked a subject that's pretty broad stroked, how to increase your LinkedIn presence without spamming people. And apparently that was an invitation to spam me. So that's enough of that. This is my keeping it real and blowing it up section of the Mañana No Mas messaging. I know that this sounds negative. This is not negative. This is not negative at all. Here's the positive, right? Because I'm all about opportunities within the obstacles. I'm all about finding that silver lining in that cloud. Here's the deal. Go to almost any WordPress managed host. Find yourself a really good deal on managed WordPress hosting. Click yes. Put in your credit card. Maybe it's $6 a month. Maybe it's $10 a month. Maybe it's $20 a month. Okay. In fact, if you want to jump on wptonic.com, it would be $35 a month. But at $35 a month, they're going to license you to use any of the tools you want to build almost any website that you want. Do you want a CRM built in? Do you want marketing? Do you want sales funnels? Do you want to run a course? Do you want to run your own shopping cart? It's all in there. It's all in there for $35 a month. And you run the whole thing, right? If you jump into Udemy, Kajabi, Thinkific, is this the spam that comes with all of these platforms and all of their use? Whereas if you just took ownership, published your own URL, owned your user content, owned your platform, owned all of your content inside, how is that a bad thing? That's a great thing. So that's the positive. The positive side of this message is you could sidestep my experience completely with Udemy, and you could build your own course in WordPress. And if you want to know how, send me a message. It's that simple. Send me a message. I've made lives before where I go through the whole process right on screen in a screen share. And maybe I'm due to do that again. Maybe I'm due because there's been some new tools come out. So maybe I'm due to jump online and say, hey, join me for this webinar and I'll show you over the next 30 minutes how to start a WordPress instance and build your own online course just like that. Okay. Now, can you change the styling and can you customize the site and can you add other tools? Absolutely. But let's look at this from a Udemy perspective. From a Udemy perspective, I can get you a WordPress website launched, not waiting 3 days to validate yourself, but I can get you a WordPress site launched with a full-fledged learning management system in it, managing your own students, and a way to bill for it in like 30 minutes. So if that's something that appeals to you, I implore you to reach out. All right, folks, you guys have a wonderful day. Again, this has been Blowing It Up and Keeping It Real.